Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Shout out to the new subscribers who are just tuning in. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about why I don't adapt to that fear of missing out, FOMO, and all that stuff. So the last video I was talking about a $400,000 property that I may or may not get. By the time this video comes out, we will know the answer to that most likely. But the reason why I don't adapt to the fear of missing out, the FOMO, is because a lot of the time you're going to overpay. And even if you don't get bit the first time, even if you don't get bit the first time or the second time, eventually you will get bit because you overpaid for something, because you wanted that quick money, because you wanted that quick return. And a lot of the times, it's really not that quick. A lot of the times, it's really not as sexy as it may sound. So that $400,000 property that I was going after, and I'm still am going after it, but I'm going after it at $370,000. Let's make sure that you're aware of that. And I'm definitely not going to be the best bid, because I understand that there are always going to be people who will nickel and dime their way to the top. Now, as for me, I'm not willing to sacrifice cash flow to be on par with any one of them. And so I'm going to make my money today and tomorrow, like I said in the last video. With that being said, there was plenty of times where I had FOMO. For example, back in 2020 and 2021, when the real estate market was crazy, I was putting in offers on duplex after duplex after duplex. I really wanted a duplex, and I could not get my hands on it. You know why? Because someone was always offering $5,000 to $10,000 more. It wasn't a big amount, $5,000 to $10,000 more. And sometimes I would look back on the situation and say, you know what? If I had done that now, I would have been sitting on $100,000 more. Really, really and truly, because some of these duplexes were going for $140,000, and now they're worth at least $215,000 to $260,000. You can't find a duplex in Columbus, Ohio right now for less than $250,000. You can't. It's non-existent. The cheapest duplex you'll find is about $265,000. So I'm talking about 2 years ago, I could have literally doubled my investment, but I was worried about $5,000 to $10,000. That's bad FOMO. That's not understanding the times. That's not understanding that we were in the cheapest interest rate environment known to man. And no matter how many people would have told you that, you truly just wouldn't have understood that, because you never lived through higher interest rates. You never invested in it. And so now that we're getting older, as the young generation that we are, anybody under 30, you're now seeing that, whoa, I just missed out on a big bag. I just missed out on a huge bag. I always talk about how I could have owned 5 properties in 2021, but instead I only purchased 2. Right? So that's not even a passing grade. But everybody looks like a success in good times, right? So in 2008, if you had bought, 2009, if you had bought, 2010, if you had bought, you would have been an amazing investor. And guess what? If you had held on to all of those all the way up until now, with these cheap interest rates, refinance, and just boom, cash cow, bought more properties, oh my goodness, you'd be sitting on multiple millions. But you see how long that took from 2008 to 2020? A long time. So, again, you have to have some patience, you have to have some understanding, and you have to truly, truly understand your markets. You have to truly, truly understand the world and the intricacies of what is going on. And so, as you're investing, as you're getting into this journey, a lot of people want to know about the stock market. You don't want to have the fear of missing out. Guess what? I invested in Facebook when everybody was saying Facebook is going to take too long, 10 years from now, to have the metaverse. Nobody wanted to invest. I decided when it plummeted to almost nothing, I increased my investment in Facebook by 3x. 3x. I made Facebook from almost nothing in my account to one of my largest holdings, because I knew I'm going to play the long game. This is like 2008. I'm going to buy now. And then 10 years from now, it's going to explode. Because stocks are not about what it's currently doing, in all honesty. That's not how Tesla became such a big name. It's about what you are going to do, not what you have already done. And so when I bought Facebook, it was cratering. In fact, I was down about 43% when I bought, and I kept buying and I kept buying and I kept buying, and I did not stop. Put over $2,000 into it. And then guess what? It went up 97%. I don't think I have a larger holding in my portfolio right now outside of Tesla. That is what happens when you don't follow the average investor. That is what happens when you actually understand the real estate market and the stock market. That is what happens when you actually understand finance, business, and what a company is truly wanting to do. That is what happens when you understand that Facebook is a multi-billion-dollar company and it's not going anywhere just because they have a long-term goal and vision. Right? When you understand they already have the cash, they're not going nowhere, they're not going to be bankrupt no time soon. If they say they're going to do something in 10 years, it's probably going to take 15. But when it does happen, it's going to shoot to the moon. Not only will it shoot to the moon, but 5 years from now, when they get closer, it'll shoot up again. 10 years from now, when they get closer and they don't really get there yet, it's going to shoot up again. And then they're going to have another goal, another vision, another innovative process that's going to drive them into the next century. They're going to transform the world as we see it today. They're going to engulf so many Americans. And I'm going to be a part of that because I invested early. And if you invest early, guess what? You'll be a part of that too. But it's up to you to make sound financial decisions and not just listen to this guy on YouTube. So you have to make that decision for yourself. What stocks, what businesses do you believe are going to be the big money makers to take you into the future? Don't have the fear of missing out. Don't just watch it go down. Again, I was down 43%. Imagine watching $1,000 and now you got 570. Right? But now I'm sitting on almost 2,000 from that $1,000, right? So that's having the understanding and knowing that you are going to be successful, knowing that things are going to turn around because you believe in this business, you believe in this company so much that you know it will be profitable. So that's just an example, a real honest, real life example from me. I wish I was really tech savvy because I would show you all the numbers on this screen right here so that you all can see. But trust me, we are going to be working on that in 2024. We will be working on that in 2024. So if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and Rumble, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.